CNBC-TV18 presents Digital India Vision 7.0, powered by Mastercard, ushering in India's Techade on 24th August 2022.
Digital health technology is a pivotal pillar in making healthcare accessible and affordable to every Indian. Healthcare companies are ready to embrace innovation and emerging trends to redefine the healthcare ecosystem in the country. As the pace of digital innovation in healthcare accelerates, so do the opportunities for healthcare companies and medical device manufacturers across India. Network 18 has been at the forefront to highlight the success of Digital India's mission through its Digital India Vision initiative, which is now in its 7th year, or Digital India Vision 7.0. Today, on this day, we have with us Prashant Tandon, the co-founder and the Chief Executive Officer at 1mg, one of the leading online pharmacy. Mr. Tandon, welcome and many congratulations to you as well on the 7th anniversary of Digital India, and the achievements under the program have been impressive and by many standards. Wanted to get your thoughts in first on what are the new digital tools and technologies which would impact the healthcare sector.
So I think healthcare is right now well set for a big revolution. I think a big change is coming. And central to that is data. Healthcare, the ecosystem is getting digitized, and that is very profound, because till today, what was the big difference was a lot of healthcare was getting fragmented, episodic, transactional. That will move into more and more personalized life cycle models of healthcare. And what has happened over the last 5, 6, 7 years in the digital health ecosystem is the building blocks, the fundamental constructs have been put in place. The pipes have been laid, so to speak: e-pharmacy, e-diagnostics, telemedicine, healthcare at home, all these different supply chains and the networks have been created. The data layer has been created. Now is the time when this kicks off to the next level. Now we'll see the real innovation which will make healthcare personalized, preventive, and predictive. And a lot of change will happen as we see people move more into lifelong management of health rather than sickness. So I think that's the one big change we are going to see. It'll be caring and for health, and not just curing for sickness.
And digital technology and innovations are also constantly growing and opening doors for startups in the healthcare ecosystem. What are the new opportunities for entrepreneurs in this space?
I think with the sector getting reimagined the way healthcare will be, the opportunities will be across the board. The big technologies, of course, AI, ML, data sciences, medical devices, even delivery of medication, how that happens, the various models, everything is going through a radical reimagination as we speak. Also payment models, insurance. So you think about any part of the spectrum, it's right now in the process where people are trying to figure out what is the better way to do it. And that's where entrepreneurs actually have the best opportunity, where there is clearly the technologies have become mature. The incumbents are still trying to figure it out. And probably we'll see a lot of startups, connected devices, one big thing, how that data comes in. Then once that data comes in, what happens to that data? All those are very rich, fertile areas for entrepreneurship. And I think one big area we are seeing is also lifestyle management or chronic disease management, which is very specialized by disease type. So more and more verticalized, deep plays in various dimensions of healthcare. So I would say this is a field with a lot of opportunity, and innovation will only pick up from where we are.
Prashant, wanted to get your thoughts in on the Ayushman Bharat digital mission. It is the building blocks. It sets the architecture for the Indian healthcare system. According to you, how will it redefine the healthcare delivery model in India?
So I think that the impact of Ayushman Bharat digital health mission is very profound. I think at one level, the government took the role of the payer and leveraged the providers available in both the public and private sector, thereby massively increasing the points of care that a patient could go to. That was phase one. The other phase is going to be on the outpatient care side, where a patient sitting anywhere in the country using the mobile device can access the best of medical facilities across the country. And I think that's a big divide that is getting bridged. In healthcare, people sitting in villages, they actually spend much more to get consultations and medical advice than people in the cities, because for the people in the villages, either they don't get any or they have to travel all the way to get a good quality doctor now, which will be available online. Now, another big thing about Ayushman Bharat Digital Health Mission, it'll ensure interoperability of data across the value chain. So as a patient, if I have gone to provider X and then next year or whenever I go to another provider, I don't have to carry that file or get all the tests, all the history done again. All of that is accessible with the click of a button through a very strong, consistent, interoperable layer. And that is very, very profound when it comes to long-term healthcare management. So that's what we are going to see. Just like UPI completely revolutionized payments, I feel UHI has that kind of potential. If done right, it will change the way healthcare access works for a lot of our citizens.
So if India really has to achieve this $1 trillion digital dream that it has, what are the bottlenecks that we are facing, particularly from a healthcare point of view, and what are the changes that we need?
I think India actually, the lack of legacy infrastructure puts it in an advantageous position. So the problem is actually the opposite in the US, where everything had been standardized for the longest time, but differently in different silos and different ecosystems. And then moving from one standard to other is even harder. Now here, at least we have an opportunity that most of the ecosystem is yet to be digitized. So if all of that from the get-go is happening with standardization, the opportunity is actually much real. And which is why I feel it is right now, doctors are still just getting used to technologies. Hospitals are still just getting onto the digitization of healthcare data. And that puts us in an advantageous position, not a disadvantageous position. Is it hard? It is insanely challenging. It's very, very hard to set up this kind of infrastructure. But I think as I said, we carry the confidence from the UPI example that at least it can be done. It is a big, audacious dream. But I think the last few deployments, it's not just UPI. If you look at it, even this CoWIN app, it's an outstanding public health utility that got created. The DigiLocker, these are all huge public utilities that are in place now. So thankfully, the challenge is not infrastructure creation. It is then how to make data flow in the infrastructure. So we are at the next level. Next level is, there is challenge, but I feel comfortable and confident that at least we are at a higher level of challenge right now, and we'll find solutions to that.
Okay, and finally, Prashant, it was lovely listening to you, but wanted you to give us a message. CNBC-TV18 has taken this initiative of showcasing, chronicling India's digital journey, and now we're in the 7th year. So we've had experiences over the last 7 years. Wanted to get your thoughts in and any message that you would like to share.
Sure. Now, CNBC has been very, very active at the forefront, encouraging entrepreneurship, encouraging or showcasing the digital India stars, or celebrating the digitization of this ecosystem. I think it's a very important role. And the reason it is important is because what does an entrepreneur need is a little bit of encouragement, little bit of celebration that, yes, you are doing something that is meaningful. And when organizations like CNBC take the lead in showcasing these initiatives, these entrepreneurs, I think it gives a lot of enthusiasm and motivation to everybody that this is something that interests more than just them and their little startup, and that is infectious. That is something that carries across the ecosystem. So I'm very, very thankful to CNBC for the role they play. I hope you guys continue to do what you are doing. You're doing it well.
Well, it's thanks to people like you, right? who have created businesses that we can talk about, who are bringing about a positive change in this digital India that we're currently living in. Thank you very much, Prashant. It was great to listen to you.
CNBC-TV18 presents Digital India Vision 7.0, powered by Mastercard, ushering in India's Tech Aid on 24th August 2022.